Hello and welcome to Starcraft 2, this is Simulacrum, and I'm bringing you yet another game on the ladder. Kairos spawning here in the upper center corner, upper center corner, what the hell? In the upper center of Metalopolis, and me spawning below him. We are both Protoss. It's going to be a PvP. And what you good folks expect that PvP contains. Looking at today's metagame. 4-gate, perhaps, very probable. He's placing a pile here, rather funny. Could have placed it over here. But we are not going to nitpick anything. It's good pile placement, man. Can get warping in here. It's good. I placed mine over here and also warping in a gateway. At 13 supply. He seems to have put his down on 12. Also scouting. Cars is going to spot me quite soon. I'm going up here, checking out if he's in this base, but he's not here. So I'm getting out of here. Let's see, okay, he's good. Starting to get into my base. Putting down a pylon at 16, obviously. Going to get some guys into the gas. Everything very standard. Very standard. Let's see what he sees. Yeah, he's attacking my pylon. Meanwhile, back in his base, getting scout over here. Nothing special. Although his cybernetics seem to be pretty late. It's not by no means perfect play by either him or myself. This is a match that's played in the Diamond League, lower tier Diamond, that is, European server. This is okay. He's hunting me with, chasing me with 2 guys, but now he went off to place that second assimilator. Also hunting my probe. Whoa, that's a slowdown once again. Something to do with fraps, as in my earlier videos. Okay, myself just hang around. Okay, now he's going to the front. Good boy. Meanwhile, getting some more probies. Getting up to 27. Quite many probes. Shouldn't that be cutting probes? Meanwhile, in his base, we go back. Check out my own vision. Just going around my scoot probe. Checking around that he's putting down a forge. Not very standard. Shouldn't be any kind of forge cannon push, because that should have happened in the beginning. So he's just going to get a cannon in his base. Meanwhile, at the 5-minute mark, putting down my 3 extra gateways, making this a 4-gate. Yeah. I'm not such a big fan of 4-gate myself, but I'll happily do it to live in a PvP. And I'm not very confident on those builds like 3 Stalker, sniping those probes and all that. So until I am, I'm going to try to do 4-gate to survive, because I don't want to die to it at least. So here's my proxy pylon. Placed by my probe. Let's go to the everyone cam. Let's see what's going on in Cairo's base. He has 2 gateways, a forge, and a cybernetics core, and 2 gas. We have been ignoring some things over here. Let's go with the probes. He has been rather consistent on making probes, 26 to 27. I myself have made all too many probes, considering that I'm 4-gating. This is like 16, 17, 24 probes, some gas. Moving out with my army, having warped in some stuff. Alright, what's going on now? Okay, he's making a pylon here, maybe preparing to expand. But no, denied. He has to escape. Get back to the base. Fast. Use your sentry. But I didn't want to move in. I saw his sentry. Very risky business. Cutting your army in half and all that. Okay, so finally he's adding a third gateway. This is actually pretty risky business. Waiting very long time. If I would be a beastly player, I could have moved in and took him out. Maybe placed a pylon over here, warped in zealots and all that fancy stuff. Very nice. Would have been very nice. But it needs much practice, you know. There's only Diamond. There's Masters and Grandmasters nowadays. So, what else? He's getting an observer and a warp prism. Let's see what he sees. He has only scouted actually one gate and obviously the cybernetics core, and he sees my pylon over there. He hasn't gotten out for more scouting. Meanwhile, looking at the supplies, I'm a bit ahead, obviously because I went 4 gate. And I have been continuing making probes. I stopped cutting them a moment ago and put down a nexus because I had him contained with a quite good concave over here. Do I have any sentries? Only one. It's still good. He's moving out, trying to take control of his own natural, shooting at my probe, engaging right over here, managing some kind of a force field, taking down quite a considerable part of his army and backing up, continuing to contain. It's the awesome stuff, you know. Meanwhile, waiting for my nexus to complete, transferring some probes to the nexus, continuing to make more probes, ignoring this gas, I don't know why. Simulacrum, don't ignore the gas. Still 4 gates, nothing special. Let's look at the income tab. Obviously I'm shooting ahead right now using 2 Nexi to build probes and some decent saturation over here. Also adding both gases, and I still ignored this. Sometimes when you watch a replay your own mistakes are so damn obvious. Also he's moving in with a warp prism. And what does it bring? A probe. Even though this can warp in. But it's mostly because he wants to place a pylon over here and maybe cannon rush me 10 minutes 11 minutes into the game, and I almost like overreact, sending all my probes, or quite a few, to take care of that pylon, and he adds another pylon. This is probably for cannons or some kind of distraction. Meanwhile he has gone up to 5 gates. Nothing special. He has been cutting probes, which is understandable. He's contained, he won't be able to expand, so why make probes? At least too many probes until you can expand. You need all those minerals to units to push out. Let's look at my cam actually right here. Okay, I'm checking out that he's flying around with the warp prism, but not having the best APM. Let's look here. Currently at 120. He's at 120 as well. I need to have a good sight over this contained right here. And these ladder matches, after I reached Diamond League, they are really stressy for me. You know, I really need to concentrate. He's trying to push out meanwhile, trying to distract me with the warp prism usage, but I still have the upper hand. Trying to get a sentry, trying to get a force field, sniping a few units, also losing a few zealots, but still the status quo remains outside his natural. Also been ignoring the gas, but hey, okay, I shouldn't ignore the gas. Also still on the 4 gates. I should have added more gates a long time ago. That's pretty obvious. Now sending the troops that I warped in earlier to take care of his warp prism harass, to support my contain. He's really trying to push out right now. It's being his best chance. Let's look at everyone cam again. No upgrades getting on. Of course he can't afford. Look at also the probe count. He has been ignoring probes for a long time. For obvious reasons, of course. Using all the minerals to get troops. Chrono boosting very hungrily on these. If you look at his cam, yeah, he's continuing with the harass. I know I should have taken care of this warp prism a long time ago. He even has quite a few units in my base, and I have full chrono boost. Oh man, I see red when I look at my own base as well. All these mistakes, but that's how we learn. We check stuff and learn after that. Getting back to his base, do we see anything special? No, he really should be pushing out soon. But of course, understandingly, I have a huge ass army parked outside. I was pretty certain that he tried to use all that harassment, which is still going on in my base. He killed like 10 probes and now he's almost ahead. He is ahead. Yeah. He wanted to use this harassment to pull my army away. And checking out his vision, he's still not certain how many units I have outside in his natural. Now we have a big engagement. Oh, losing so many probes. 28 to his 27, 27 to his 37. So, but I didn't want to send any parts of my army away. It was pretty vital for me to deny him from expanding. Probes could be replaced. Even like queuing up 5, that's how I roll. So I couldn't be bothered. Engagements, I really should snipe this. Oh yeah, now I won the battle. Now we can start some sniping. Meanwhile, he's pushing out again. Natural is compromised. Get back. Looking at his view, we have a... What? Okay, he's trying to move around here. Get some better moves, but he sees there are too many troops. I'm trying to catch them, and I do. They all die. After that engagement, we can conclude that he has had 52 supply out of 90, and I'm at 97. Also trying to get some more probes back. Funny thing is that he hasn't scouted my expansion. Maybe he suspects it, but I'm not certain. Okay, we're 18 minutes into the game. What else is going on? Except that he's starting to get mined out up here. Final resources are trickling. He's trying to get out desperately. Maybe it's time for using all your probes. Yeah, he's warping in the remainder. All that he can. Meanwhile, I'm going around expanding into the gold. Also taking some beer. It's really nice when it's Easter. You can like drink 3 days in a row. And go to the bar or something. It's very nice. Okay, right now I noticed that he always escaped back into the ramp, so I took these sentries and tried to do a flank to get all his army out of position right now. Block the ramp, take care of his army in a pitched battle right now, and I took it out. And that's pretty much game. There's nothing he can do. And he quit the game. And now I had expanded into the gold. And this game, we both made our mistakes. It's not to brag or anything. It's just actually quite a mediocre game from both sides. He did a quite strange build. I didn't know why he placed this cannon over here. It was completely useless. Some gates, yeah. I think he was lower tier than I was, so it was not so even. And I did my own mistakes, but I hope you enjoyed. It really showed the power that if you can contain your opponent and keep that contain, it's pretty nice. You can keep them from expanding, even when you fail with a 4 warp gate. Alright folks, that was everything for now. I'll continue with my Easter business. Alright, see you guys.